Qualifying for the 7th round of the DTM at Brands Hatch. At 1.929 kilometers, the circuit in Kent County is the shortest in history of the DTM. This already promised a lot of excitement in qualifying at the so-called Indy circuit. For Ralf Schumacher, the first qualifying heat was a thrilling affair. Only in the final second he managed to qualify, having been blocked by Johannes Seidlitz on a previous flying lap. After the second heat, the action was over for the Mercedes driver, 11th place on the grid for Ralf Schumacher. Having a good timing is really important, but the problem is that you aren't in control because you don't know what the others are doing. All of a sudden somebody goes out right in front of you. I had my clear lap in the second part of qualifying, but I made a mistake myself again. It is very difficult. The track only has a couple of corners, but it causes you to make mistakes. That becomes clear when you look at the differences in lap times. So far the favorites didn't have any timing problems, but they had to fight for thousandths of a second as well, like Martin Tomczyk. Of course, the British drivers wanted to shine in their home race, but Gary Paffett, third in point standings, only ended up 6th.
A small mistake here and there can you lose you that much time. You know, the car was good, and because the times are so close, it's you know, sometimes a bit of luck. So, you know, third row is not too bad for tomorrow. We've still got a good chance of scoring points. And
Matthias Ekström was also disappointed with his 7th grid position. I wasn't quick enough and fine-tuning wasn't right. As a result, we are only 7th. In the final part of qualifying, the fans had to take a close look, and indeed they got to see a cheering Brit. Paul Di Resta already dominated in free practice and set the fastest time of the day.
It's a racing track with a lot of history, you know, in front of a British support. So, no, I mean, you know, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I hear there's going to be a big crowd. So, no, we're very optimistic and looking forward to it.
Lining up next to him is the champion Timo Scheider, a perfect situation for the race as he has an eye on the DTM point standings. Coming to Brands Hatch, my focus was on Gary and Matthias. We managed to beat them today, and that makes me feel good. Now we can take it a little bit easier for the race, although, on the other hand, we know every point counts. We will not get ourselves fooled. Paul Di Resta with his 2nd DTM pole. Lining up next to him is Timo Scheider, the leader in point standings. His closest rivals Gary Paffett and Matthias Ekström are only down on the 3rd and 4th row. Ralf Schumacher is 11th place, and Susie Stoddard's 14th position also deserves to be noticed. The situation for an exciting 7th DTM round couldn't be any better.